What's going on, you guys? Today we're going to be doing a mid-fade tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys hit that sub button. So the first step that we want to take is examine our client first from that front perspective and grab our trimmer, which I'm using my Gamma trimmers that are not zero gapped. They come straight out of the box like that. And let's make a 1-finger guideline. And then in the back of the head, let's examine the occipital bone. The occipital bone is I'm pointing at it with the comb. So we're going about a finger below that bone, and we're going to create that guideline to connect it at the top of the ear. And we're going to drag the trimmer down about a finger. So we're balding out about a finger of room, because this step is going to set us up for the last step of the haircut. The next step is going to be to grab our wall seniors, and you see my levers all the way down. This creates the half, and we're setting a 1-finger guideline that's going to resemble the guideline that we set. So consistent guidelines will always give you consistent fades, and every step after this is going to be literally the same thing. So we're going to go from a half with no guard, and then we're going to attach the 1 guard with the lever open. This creates the 1.5, and now we're going to have 2 separate guidelines on top of each other that are the same length but just different numbers. The next step is going to be the same thing. Grab the 2 guard, open up the lever, and go a finger above that, guys. So now we know that the highest number on our fade is a 2.5, so we don't have to use any other number above that to blend it out. The next step is going to be to grab our trimmer, our soft trimmer that we used to set the guideline, to soften that first guideline to make it easier on our clipper to erase that first guideline. Disclaimer, guys, be very careful when you guys are doing this step. You guys don't want to mess up the fade, because you already have a solid foundation. If I push the guideline a little bit higher, I'm gonna have to redo all the other guidelines. Now, to erase this first guideline, it's super important, guys, that you guys choose a method of a lever method. I'm using middle, open, closed. My lever is in the middle position, and I'm going back from the ear to the temple of the head, hitting that middle portion of the guideline. Let's go ahead and open up the lever a little bit. We go from kind of like the 50% to now 75% to 80%. And we go a tiny bit higher now into the guideline. So a rule of thumb is picture your lever as the compass, and it's just going to direct you exactly where you need to hit the guideline. The more open that we go, the higher that you can take the clipper into the guideline. The more that we close the lever, like we're going to do right here, the more lower that you guys have to go into the guideline. The lowest point is always the starting point of the guideline. So now that I have my lever closed, I can open it little by little now until my lever is completely open, and rinse and repeat this process around the whole head. Once that's done, guys, let's grab our 1 guard and do close to open. Now you guys can still visibly see the guideline that we set. It's about a finger thick, and we're gonna do the same thing, guys. We're gonna attack the guideline at the beginning with our lever closed with the 1 guard, and keep opening up the lever little by little as we go higher into the guideline until our lever's completely open. This step is super crucial, guys. You guys are not going to blend out that guideline in this step only. It's going to take 2 steps to blend it out with the 1 guard and the half guard. So we tried close to open with the 1 guard. You guys can still see that guideline. We're gonna open up our lever, and we're gonna do now open to closed. So I wanted to try something new. Usually I would go close to open, but right now we're attacking the middle part of that guideline with the half guard with the lever open, and using the corners of our clippers. We're gonna just rinse and repeat with what we've already been doing. But be very careful not to rush the process, guys, because anytime you guys use the 0.5 guard or the 1.5 guard, you guys are just visibly just using your eyes to fade and relying on your focus and your lever position. At this point of the video, guys, I'm sure you guys understand what it is to blend out a line now. Just make sure you guys create that consistent guideline. After the consistent guideline set, you guys want to choose a lever method. You guys can do open, middle, close, close to open, middle, open, closed. Whatever method you guys want to use, guys, as long as you guys are willing to respect the lever position and you stay focused in that area, your blend should come out perfectly fine. Just keep refining your focus when you're doing the haircut, because for a fact it was hard for me to stay focused because I was cutting up one of my friends. I'm recording the video, and at the same time I have to keep in mind the lighting, the angles, and everything, guys. So sometimes I get out of focus and it takes me longer in my haircuts, so just take that to account, guys. So I'm putting my middle finger there to demonstrate to you guys that is the 2.5, the 2 guard with the lever open, and all we're doing now is blending that 1.5 into the 2.5, and we're doing open to closed. So we're gonna attack that full guideline and keep closing the lever little by little as we keep going down into the guideline. So up until now we've been doing closed to open, and then now we switched it up to open to closed. So in my other videos I demonstrate different methods, guys, so you guys choose what you like, and you know, take the best and leave the rest, guys. So let me know down below if you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys have learned anything, if you guys just have any constructive feedback that you guys want to give. Drop a comment down below, sub to the channel, hit the like. And also the main thing of this tutorial is gonna be the bottom bulk area. Every single guideline that we've set has been a finger thick. In the beginning of the video, we set a 1 finger guideline of bulk removal to give us that distance from the first guideline to the guideline that we're gonna blend out right here. It's a guideline, so we're removing hair, but we're also blending. So we're leaving all of the shaver work below that hair that we're balding out, and that finger of room that we left is gonna be to polish whatever hair we have left over that's not blended from the shaver, so we have a finger of room to polish that area with our trimmer. So essentially we usually start off by balding everything out, and that's where beginning barbers really struggle with, because they're like, damn, I just left a huge line and I don't know how to erase it. I'm using my pinky as a reference so I know not to go any higher than that point. It's kind of like an imaginary barrier. You guys always want to have imaginary barriers in your head, because you guys are so focused on the haircut that you guys are not willing to go any higher than that. And because that's gonna be the biggest area that you guys can make, is finishing a fade and then fucking it up with the shaver. So just make sure you guys stay focused, and that 1 finger of room that we left in the beginning of the video is for this very reason right here. That's gonna be the space between your soft trimmer and your hard trimmer, and it's very key to use the corners in right here, but you guys are polishing the shaving line to the trimmer line to the soft trimmer line to the 0 with the clipper close, and so on. And now for the lineup, you know, as a beginning barber, I'd look at his hairline and I'd probably get fucking scared. I'd be like, where do I start? So for beginners, guys, just ask your client what he wants in terms of the lineup, and make sure you guys just keep it as natural as possible before you guys add any enhancement. And I like doing the first corner, the first left corner first, so then I can go and attack the right corner and make sure that everything is nice and even. If he would have had a C-cup area, I would have done the C-cup area first, lined up the corners, and then centered in everything in the middle. So that's just my workflow. You guys find out what works best for you guys. After you guys finish that the rough draft of your hairline, you're gonna go in with the straight razor. Make sure you guys stretch the skin. Depending on how soft or how hard your client's skin is how smooth the razor is gonna slide through. After that, apply a little bit of enhancements. I use my Tomb 45 dark brown enhancement with the wireless compressor. I highly recommend it, guys. It's a great purchase. I hated having the wires on my compressor, just annoying to drag that shit all over my workspace. And reline up the side and the corners and just make sure everything looks nice and crispy. And for the top of the hair, I use some Pacino's pomade. This is the before and this is the after. A blurry mid-face, step by step. I just broke everything down for you guys. If you guys enjoyed the content, let me know down below. Hit the like button, subscribe for more videos. Appreciate my man Benny Buckets for just driving down and just giving me his time. I'll be coming back next week for more haircut videos, so hit the sub button, guys. Keep supporting, I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.